protected. When Islam ruled Andalus, Spain, Jews and Christians lived under Muslim
they had a
rule.
golden age.
They had their golden age. When the Christians took the Spanish Inquisition, they took that area, the Jews had to leave even. Assalamu alaikum. Good to see Sunny after a long time, man.
The Muslim invasion of America. Islam will
It's
enter
happening.
Islam will enter every household.
Why do people get offended by that? I don't get it.
It's like if the TikTok hit you, it reached your household.
Exactly. Nobody said we'd force it into every household. The whole idea is that the knowledge about Islam will enter every house. It did. Like right now, people are sitting in different places. I got it.
Sheikh, what do they keep saying on Instagram?
I don't know.
They're calling for crusades.
Crusades.
We're peaceful people.
They didn't
No,
work.
don't touch
They didn't
me like
work.
that,
They
bro.
didn't. They didn't work that well last time. So I don't think the crusades is a good idea.
No, but that's what they
We're
say.
a peaceful people, bro.
They like to take your clip out of context.
Yeah.
When they go and call for crusades, they say he just mentioned it. They say every knee will bend, nonstop. He's coming with the sword.
What are you talking about? You got Laura Loomer and Congressman wherever his name, Randy Feynman, literally calling for the eradication of any Muslim that lives in America. To even speak like that and be in government,
that's
is
hate
disgusting.
speech right there.
Okay.
But we're the hateful ones, right?
And God forbid we spoke like that, we would be debanked, deplatformed, maybe even thrown in prison, maybe Guantanamo Bay. I don't know, but we are
No,
peaceful
but
people.
we would
bro.
never say that because Islam doesn't teach that. When Islam ruled Palestine, Christians and Jews lived protected. When Islam ruled Andalus, Spain, Jews and Christians lived under Muslim
they had a
rule.
golden age.
They had their golden age. When the Christians took the Spanish Inquisition, they took that area, the Jews had to leave even. Right? Other Christians they took refuge in Morocco and Algeria and North Africa because that's where Muslims protected them. So I don't understand this. Like Muslims have never said we want to eradicate anybody. Alhamdulillah, even if we have the full khilafah, we protect the rights of Christians, Jews, we protect their places of worship. We wouldn't even make them pay zakat. Like we're forced to pay taxes here. They wouldn't even have to pay zakat. You know, whatever they use from the systems, they would pay through jizya, but we would pay zakat, which at times will be more than that. So why would we not make them pay zakat? Because that's a religious tradition. We can't force our religion on others.
And that's only military-aged men paying zakat.
Of course.
I mean, paying jizya.
They wouldn't pay zakat. They would pay jizya,
That's
and
what I mean.
only if we can give them the systems of protection that jizya would pay for. Meaning, if we were not able to give them protection, police, military, border, then there would be no jizya, right? So
What are a couple instances where jizya was literally returned?
yeah, many times. At times where the Muslims were not able to defend the borders, jizya was returned. At times of starvation, when there was droughts and so on, when the people were in need, jizya was cancelled. So many times in Islamic history. Alhamdulillah, I have the Life of the Prophet ﷺ series. When you go into that series, when you go into the Khilafah, Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman, Ali, I give evidences so many times where jizya was given. And so many incidents with zakat, the Muslims were paying was more than jizya. Because depending on how much you have, because jizya is not on your wealth, jizya is about the services you receive. So we pay taxes, that's our jizya, right? As a Muslim, I pay zakat, but zakat is a religious practice. So I would never force my religion on somebody else, right? Under Islamic rule, Christians and Jews are even allowed to use their own legal systems for marriage, for their own personal law, which Texas is trying to ban us to even use that for marital law. It's all this Sharia, ban Sharia. So technically, Christians and Jews have more rights under Islamic law than we as Muslims or other religions living in the United States. Even people from the Latter-day Saints, which people call Mormons, who believe in the FLDS, the fundamental, they still believe in polygamy, but they can't practice it because against the law in America, they don't have that right. But
They got 10 baby daddies, though.
yeah, but under Islam, they could practice that because we would respect their family law.
4 baby daddies. No, it's baby mamas, not baby daddies.
I mean, the Latter-day
baby-
Saints, they don't have a limit. They can have 20, 30, 40.
Finally, God brought us together.
Alhamdulillah.
We're here in Dallas,
Black
Texas.
Lover,
This is your boy,
mashallah,
Black
man.
Lover with the legendary
First time,
Sheikh
we're
Uthman.
meeting in person.
First time meeting in real life.
Alhamdulillah.
27th night, not coincidental. Nothing's
Allahu
coincidence.
Akbar.
Everything's by God's plan and design.
Beautiful.
Same time, we're at Hamburg Gotti's. They're giving out free iftar to everybody. Amazing cheeseburgers, no?
Really good, man. I'm loving it.
And the best part of it is,
Smash Burgers
it's
got
halal.
halal, man. Keep
So
it
if you're in
halal.
the Dallas, Texas area, this is in Richardson. It's a suburb of the Dallas. Their burgers are amazing. These brothers are awesome. One of them's a sheikh.
MashaAllah.
He works with Epic and all the mosques, IANT. He gives lectures every night.
MashaAllah.
And they own this business, and may Allah bless their business because they really do have good hearts.
Allahumma barik.
And like You know, when you operate from a place of gratitude and charity, Allah's got you.
We got more space over there too. If you want to chill over there.
Let's go.
Well, should we go pray Maghrib? It's right around the corner.
Let's go pray. We want to go pray first? Let's go.
Let's go pray.
I want to pray outside, man. Is there a...
You have wudu?
I do. Yeah. I'm always in wudu,
I don't
bro.
think I farted, so I'm good. That's my biggest thing.
Right?
The farts, man. That's what
I'm Pashtun, bro. We don't fart.
Oh yeah?
Back home for us, okay? There was a guy in our village, okay?
Yeah.
He farted one time.
Yeah.
Oh.
Had to leave the village. 20, 30 years later, he came back,
Yeah.
okay? And the people saw him. And they were like, hey,
You farted.
that farting guy came
That
back.
Yo, it's like a big taboo thing in the Muslim community about farting, right? Like, I
Yeah,
mentioned I fart
especially...
and people get like so
it
weirded
depends
out.
on the culture. Like, nothing wrong with farting. It's a natural thing. But like in Pashtun culture, it's a very bad thing. Yeah, like honor-wise, you know, just not very honorable for a guy to be like, you know.
Yeah.
Community of the converts. We're going to have 9:15 prayer.
Salam,
Second
salam,
prayer.
What are you doing?
10 a.m. That would be English goodbye. I will leave that inshallah.
Bro.
And the next day on Saturday, we're going to
Brooklyn,
have a
New York.
party.
Brooklyn, New York.
Brooklyn, New York.
You guys are funny in Brooklyn.
We're going to have a Eid party.
My wife is Italian.
Your wife is Italian?
She converted to Islam too.
May Allah bless
Mashallah,
you.
bro.
Visit everything is on our website. Make a habit
Thank
to
you, brother.
visit alansarssociety.org. Many brothers they have to pray.
What?
Please, brothers, come here. inshallah.
Jazakallah khair. How are you, Sheikh? Alhamdulillah. What's your name? Munshi. Nice to meet you, inshallah. Uthman, your brother.
Where's that stuff all?
You're not used to that.
I'm not used to that. That's a normal culture, huh? What was he going to kiss me? Like, what was he doing? That's what it was? I just say that. I don't know. It was just like...
الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين ألم تر كيف فعل ربك بأصحاب الفيل ألم يجعل كيدهم في تضليل وأرسل عليهم طيرا أبابيل ترميهم بحجارة من سجيل فجعلهم كأسف مأكول الله أكبر سمع الله لمن حمده الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر
One of the brothers that prayed with us, he's like this close to Islam, I guess. So I think we should talk to him at that spot and then maybe go somewhere.
Where do you think we should go? Which message?
I think we should chill at Hamburgati's for like 10, like talk to that kid a little bit, and then
कैसे हैं? माशाल्लाह जज़ाकल्लाह खैर क्या नाम है आपका दानिश माशाल्लाह बड़ी खुशी मिलके जज़ाकल्लाह खैर great to see you guys जज़ाकल्लाह खैर Allah bless you guys. Just to be clear, I'm traveling, that's why I didn't pray my 2 rakat sunan. Otherwise, after Maghrib, you don't ever leave your 2 rakat sunan, alhamdulillah.
Oh, you don't pray it?
As a traveler, you don't have to pray your rawatib, like the regular sunan. But you can still pray it if you like, and you can pray tahajjud, like you can pray qiyam al-layl, you can pray extra. But as a traveler, the sunnah is taken, like the regular sunnah of your prayer are excused for you.
Yeah.
The sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ is that he would leave them while traveling. But you know, I mean, if we had more time, I would pray them just to get the extra reward as nafal, but not as the rawatib that are connected to the prayers.
What does rawatib mean?
Rawatib are the sunan salawat that are connected to your fard salawat. So like the 2 before fajr.
The obligatory.
Yeah, so the sunan that are connected to the obligatory one. So like the 4 before dhuhr, 2 after dhuhr, the 2 after that. And then Asr has the rawatib that are ghair mu'akkida, like they're not emphasized, but Asr still has before Asr. And then Maghrib, obviously the 2 after that has a lot of emphasis. And then 2 after that is ghair mu'akkida. And then Isha, it is the 2 after and the 2 after that. And then there is 2 rak'ah between every adhan and iqamah. There's a hadith of the Prophet ﷺ, authentic, that between every adhan and iqamah, you can make 2 rak'ah. So that would even include Maghrib. So after the adhan of Maghrib, before the iqamah, you can make 2 rak'ah if you have the time.